What's going on, Garage Pod? So no intro today. This is just I'm gonna call this real talk. I guess I did the first real talk already with my weight loss journey, but this is just real talk number 2. It's crazy. Sometimes people, they'll meet me for the first time, or whatever. They'll ask, "Hey, what do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm a teacher," and they immediately, "Oh, what grade?" It's the first thing they ask, "What grade?" Okay, I teach elementary school. I teach 5th grade. And they, "Oh, that must be fun. That's right before they kids turn bad." I'm like, I kind of laugh it off, whatever and stuff. And it's crazy, this whole teaching gig career that I've chosen. I don't think as a kid I would have ever chosen to be a teacher. I mean, it would never have been in the plans. I was in trouble a lot as a kid, and maybe that's something excuse me, that's a whole nother real talk. I need to explain about my childhood and everything, how I became a teacher. But for the most part, for a while I wasn't a great kid. Then parents got divorced and stuff, and just stuff happens to you. Anyways, went off to college, found out that I didn't like the college I was going to, didn't like the major that I chose. I went out of state, came back to California, struggled for a couple of years, met my wife and kind of settled down really into college, my future wife. College, started substitute teaching one day, really liked it, and just fell in love with teaching. So I'm a teacher. And there's a lot of things they don't tell you when you become a teacher. Everybody thinks you get these, you get summers off and you get all these other times off and this and that. And that's all bullshit. It's all complete bullshit. And I usually try not to cuss on this channel or anything, but it's bullshit. I don't think there's ever been a break that I've never not done anything school related to catch up on something, or to get ahead on something, or to prepare for the next week, or anything like that. There's never been a break. Matter of fact, I made it a goal this last winter break, for the first time ever in 15 years of teaching, to not even touch anything. And I didn't. It was the first time ever I didn't answer an email. I didn't look at anything. I did nothing for the whole I just stopped and took a breather. With shutdowns here in California and not being at school, I just felt I needed it. And in some way, it was great for me. In other ways, it wasn't. So with that being said, there's things they don't tell you as being a teacher. They don't tell you that one day you're gonna run into a kid who recognizes you and says, "Oh, hey, you remember me? I was your student." And that person has kids now. That's weird. It's weird. It's kind of neat, but it's weird. They don't tell you that you're gonna see kids that you taught, and at one point they made a bad decision, and their life has taken a turn that you never saw coming. And they don't tell you how that's going to impact you as a teacher, as a person. They don't tell you a lot. They don't tell you that one day you might get news that a student that you had passed away. And they don't tell you that. And it hurts. It really hurts. It's like you were with this kid for an entire year. And it's really difficult to float through those emotions and try to figure things out. And I'm just being real about it. It's something that you can't prepare for. You know, thank God nothing has ever happened to my own kids. But some of these kids I've taught, I mean, they have. I know so much about them, and they know so much about me. It's like they are a part of my family. And unfortunately, I got the news that one of my former students, his family was in a really bad car accident and he didn't make it. And not only that, but he has a sibling too who didn't make it. And he has another sibling who's in the hospital, and things aren't looking good for them right now. And immediately, my brain goes to, like, man, I remember this, I remember this, I remember this, I remember this. So it's really weird as a teacher how one little thing can trigger so many emotions and memories and things. And it can be students that you're like, huh, I'm never glad like a student's gone for the year, but I'm like, okay, but had that student for a year, and now they're gone. But this kid was really quiet, very reserved, but low-key, he was funny, super funny. He would say stuff quietly, you would never even, you'd be like, really? He just said, funny. And immediately my brain went to, I remember in 5th grade, he really liked this other girl in the class, and I guess he kind of asked her out or something, and she came to me, she told me, hey, so-and-so's said this to me, and I don't, whatever. She wasn't dating, right? Which is really weird for a 5th grade kid to say dating. But anyways, and so I kind of told him, I said, hey, you have to, kind of be careful with, telling a girl that you like her and all that stuff. And he understood. He completely understood. And he said, well, what do I do then? And I told him, I said, honestly, you just be nice. Be nice to her. Be nice to all the girls around her. And he said, but, nice guys finish last, which is hilarious for a 5th grade boy to say that. Nice guys finish last. And, she'll never like me then, or something like that. And I remember clear as day, I looked him right in the eyes and I said, she might not like you, and you might like her, she might not like you, but the way you treat her and the way you treat other girls around you, there's a girl sitting in this classroom or the next 50 classrooms you have who's going to see the way that you treat other girls, and she's going to fall in love with you. And she'll catch your eye. I guarantee it. And I said, you know what I mean? And he goes, yeah, I know what you mean. And the funniest thing is, that's just a weird memory that just sticks out to me. It was like we had this real conversation, and it was totally normal. It was just like, okay, yeah, be nice. And anyways, he ended up, he kind of lived near my house a little bit. I don't ever want students to come over my house, but he would kind of stop. He saw me outside one day, and then he kind of knew where I lived, and he would stop by every once in a while, every few months or whatever, and just, say, hey, what's going on, and just talk to me, which is totally fine. He's a great kid. And the last time he talked by and I talked to him, he was joking. He said, well, I don't need any girl advice anymore. I said, oh, okay, good, because I don't really want to give you any advice. And he goes, no, I'm done with girls. I'm over it. I'm going to be a bachelor for the rest of my life. Which is crazy to hear a 14-year-old kid just talking like that. It was insane, just goofy, funny. We had a really good laugh, and he left. And then I remember just a couple months ago, he came by to see me, and my wife said that I was busy and I couldn't see him. And He's not here anymore. And you know, they don't teach you how to deal with things like this as a teacher. They don't teach you how to deal with the things that you experience and the things that you see. And so for a minute there, I felt really selfish that I didn't just take a minute and go, you know, talk to him. You know, I was busy doing something. And then that memory of that chat kind of popped in my head, and I don't know, I didn't really feel selfish anymore. I just felt really happy that I had those memories and very proud to have been his teacher. And I had to go to my school to grab something out of my classroom, and up on I have this board with pictures and stuff on it and different things, and I do a running program at my school, and I have medals up there and some pictures of that. And the picture right in the middle is me and him running a race. Me and him, we're both kind of just chugging along, smiling. And I thought, man, you know, I was keeping that picture up there to kind of remind myself to stay healthy and keep pushing, and it just takes on a whole new meaning now. That picture is so much more important, you know. And you know, this is just real talk, real story, real things that, you know, I go through, and you know, hopefully maybe it shares. I mean, I know I'm gonna feel better about it as days go on. I know that, you know, having been through, you know, death before and things like that, but it sucks. It sucks. It just really sucks when you know, this kid was in 8th grade and never gonna drive a car, never gonna go to a high school dance. So the next person that tells you that teachers are just there for a paycheck, you know, we're just there for a paycheck. And that's all I really want to talk about. I hope y'all are having a great day, a great week, a great month. Hug your loved ones and keep them safe.